Bishop Oyedepo has produced people. They would not exist if it was not for Bishop Oyedepo. It's not because he's an old man. It is because he has produced the people. That makes you a son. And that makes him a father. But there are sons who are dangerous. What is a dangerous son? I remember a pastor, he told me, this pastor was in South Africa. He told me some years ago that he had 3,000 members in his church. And then he went for a holiday with his wife and children to America. So when they went, he had a nice time. So I said, how long was the holiday? They said, 6 weeks. I said, wow, that's a long time for a holiday. Vacation. But anyway, when he came back, the assistant pastor, who was his right-hand man, when he came back, on the day that he came back, the assistant came to see him and told him that God spoke to him whilst he was away. And God says to him that he must leave the church now. So he told him that, why did God say that you should leave now on the day that I've come? He said, no, God says it's urgent. The time is short. Because the end is coming. So God says that he has to leave now. He has to leave the church now. I said, wow. I said, look, but listen, I've just come. I've been away. I've just come. So you wait a bit. He said, no. God says I have to leave now. So he resigned there and he left. The pastor told me, he said, I had 3,000 members. He said, all the members left the church. He said, I was left with 18 people, including my wife, my children, my house help, and everything. We were 18 left in the church. He said, in one day, everybody was gone. I was left with 18 people. You see, that's why some people don't have assistants. And some people don't. I went to a church in Singapore once. Actually, some of my pastors went. The assistant, the senior pastor had traveled. The church is a big church like this. Sunday morning, video. Everybody watch video. No assistant was allowed to climb the pulpit to do anything. You watch video. Because we don't want anybody to come and stand there, do some gymnastics and say, now the anointing is here. Now that whatever has traveled, I feel the grace and the power has been released as a river. So, everybody watch video. You see, that's why people don't. That's why we cannot expand. You cannot expand. You cannot expand to the next town, and to the next town, and to the next big city. Because anyone who goes to a city, especially if the city is big and there's money there and there's anything important there, that's the city that they will break. The poor towns, they will stay faithful to you because they need you to send money and to send help. But the richer towns and the big towns, they are the ones that will break off.